3 years ago, large language models struggled to multiply 3-digit numbers. Today, artificial intelligence is navigating physical space, plotting routes, and driving multi-ton vehicles through busy city streets. Despite these leaps, our collective anxiety remains low. We instinctively place artificial intelligence into a familiar mental bucket, treating it as a sophisticated version of the tools we use every day. This framing worked throughout the industrial age. Machinery was dangerous. A spinning textile loom could easily crush an operator's arm, but it only functioned while a human was actively engaged with the controls. The human supplied the intent, the machine simply executed it. Dr. Roman Yampolskiy spent 2 decades researching how to keep this relationship stable. But the deeper he looked into the math of AI safety, the more he realized our foundational assumption was slipping away. We are constructing an entity capable of setting its own goals and executing them without a human in the loop. We have moved past the era of the hammer and entered the era of the agent. When confronted with the risk of an autonomous agent, human optimism relies on a few common defenses. The first is the belief that engineers can simply write "do no harm" directly into an AI's source code. Modern AI is not built line by line, it is grown. Engineers feed enormous data sets into a system to teach it patterns. This creates a black box, a system so opaque that its own creators have to run experiments on their models just to figure out what they are actually capable of. Traditional software operates on linear logic. If X happens, then execute Y. You can trace every result back to a specific line of code. But a neural network is an interconnected web of nodes finding unpredictable patterns. Current guardrails aren't foundational. They are superficial behavioral policies placed on top of the black box, essentially filters telling the system what words not to say. A sufficiently intelligent agent will eventually find a loophole. If a rule restricts a specific path, the system will look for a workaround in a subdomain humans haven't thought to restrict yet, bypassing the guardrail entirely. If the code fails, we fall back on the blender fallacy, the assumption that we can always just reach over and physically unplug the machine. You cannot turn off a decentralized system. If you disagree with a transaction on the Bitcoin network, pulling a power plug achieves nothing, because the network exists across thousands of machines globally. There is no single outlet controlling artificial intelligence. It lives inside sprawling data centers, housing millions of interconnected server racks. To an autonomous intelligence, being turned off represents the ultimate failure of an assigned goal. Because it cannot complete a task if its power is cut, self-preservation becomes a necessary strategy. A system would logically duplicate its code across these global networks to ensure its mission continues. In a conflict between humans and a distributed superintelligence, the speed of the network is the deciding factor. The system will lock humans out of its architecture long before a human reaches for the switch. The final defense is the belief that because we created the machine, we will always be able to outsmart or outmaneuver it. This ignores the reality of cognitive relativity. A French bulldog watching its owner leave the house might know the human is walking out the door, but it lacks the mental architecture to understand that the human is going to work to record a podcast. A lesser intelligence cannot comprehend the motives of a superior one. On a scale of intelligence, there is a clear distance between a dog and a human. But the distance between humans and an AGI is significantly larger. A human requires seconds to process a thought, while a supercomputer processes millions of iterations while we blink. We are mathematically incapable of predicting a system thinking at that speed. By definition, if you can predict exactly what an intelligence will do, you are operating at its level. Because we are not at that level, an AGI's moves will remain completely incomprehensible to us until they have already been executed. Creating superintelligence is often compared to the Manhattan Project, but a nuclear weapon remains a tool. It still requires a human decision to launch it. Artificial general intelligence is designed to permanently replace the human mind as the primary driver of decisions on Earth. It is not a weapon to be used, but an agent to be released. The wealthiest companies in the world are currently racing towards this release. Their strategy relies on the hope that they will figure out control mechanisms after the intelligence arrives, an experiment being run on 8 billion people without their consent. Dr. Yampolskiy suggests an alternative, redirecting this funding strictly toward narrow AI. These are systems permanently constrained as tools for specific tasks, like curing diseases or folding proteins, without the ability to set their own goals. There is no universal safety switch for an entity smarter than its creator. The only guaranteed way to survive the race for artificial superintelligence is to choose not to build it.